What's poppin', y'all? It's Deidre with One Shot Game. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to succeed and grow and, you know what I'm saying, better empower your life. It's all about knowledge. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the knowledge to be able to move in different directions in your life and you only cater to one source of knowledge because you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you don't want nobody to tell you what to do, or you're not open to learning, that's going to keep you stuck. You know what I'm saying? Where you are. And at the end of the day, just really sit and process and think how you were able to make smarter and better choices based off the knowledge that you learned along the way. Not necessarily the one that you thought the first time you did it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to make mistakes. We're going to create errors. We're humans. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? So, big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. Keep doing what y'all doing. Keep living life out there. It's hard. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? But learn and grow and you know what I'm saying? Be the better version of yourself and understand that maybe all that you know is not going to change your life. Be open to getting new information. Be open to growing. Be open to understanding that it's a new era now. You know what I'm saying? And maybe some of the things we were taught is not going to help us grow. So you got to be open to learning. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to y'all. The title of this video is going to be on being mindful of what you say as a human being. Like, I don't think people really are aware of how much words have power. Also being mindful of your actions, because karma is real. And due to the fact this information is going on in the unseen world, a lot of people tend to think they're inferior and that things won't happen to them and they won't get their karma. You know what I'm saying? And it's a crazy way to live because a lot of people end up meeting their fate because of the things that they say and how they choose to move out here in the world due to, you know, them not properly healing from their trauma and understanding the fact that anybody that disliked you or hated on you is for a reason of them feeling invalid in themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird thing, but it's the way of the world. It's how it operates. Like, a person will only be jealous or you know, dislike you because of something that they are not, you know what I'm saying, fully healed, or their max potential they have reached in themselves. So why would I not go out and hate on someone else to try to feel that validation until you start to realize it's like a boomerang. Just because you went out and dissed somebody or because you went out and fought somebody doesn't mean the situation changed. It stayed the same. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get any validation from that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when people go out and fight people, it don't matter who won or lost at the end of the day, because y'all still don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? It's still the beef. You know what I'm saying? But I think you would get better results from that if y'all sat down and had a conversation and came to mutual grounds. You know what I'm saying? A person will take a gun due to them feeling invalid about who they are and go out and take somebody's life for no reason other than because they feel ugly inside themselves, not realizing who you were taking that person from, not realizing what type of people they got on their side. You know what I'm saying? That's going to come back for blood. So if you don't move smart and you don't calculate your moves right, you're going to always have to worry about that. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? I think the way of the world is for people to better understand and know that in order to, you know what I'm saying, not have to always look over your shoulder and watch your back and worry about people not liking you, is sitting down having a conversation. And yes, it will take time sometimes because people are not okay with hearing the truth. I really dislike when somebody say, oh, if you got a problem with me, come tell me. The thing is, you don't want to hear your problems. You don't want nobody to tell you when you're moving wrong. So it's hard to relay that message to you, and it's easier to relay it to someone who's close to you. And the thing is, you find it through the grapevine, so you get more upset about it. It's not that it's a lie, it may have some truth to it, but you're not ready to sit with yourself and change that aspect of you. That is the only reason why in the world that it is problems, is because people are okay with living how they live, and they are not okay with someone coming in trying to change something that they don't want to change. Simple as that. But because of that level of thinking, people die. People do extreme acts of violence. You know what I'm saying? People act out. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I don't think people understand when you are in a rage type of emotion inside your body, that rage is not directed to the person you may have the problem with. The rage is directed to anybody that gets in your way. Period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? So if you know what I'm saying, get upset by the wrong information, you know what I'm saying, you go somewhere and you take a gun and you just gonna fire at anybody, you don't know who that bullet is hitting. Another piece of wise information my mama taught me is a bullet has no name. And that is facts. It can hit anybody. That's the truth to it. You know what I'm saying? People will always try to switch it up and change it around. Oh, they don't got no beef with me. It doesn't matter. When rage is the emotion that is in somebody and they need to, you know what I'm saying, be inferior by inflicting fear, they're gonna pop off at anybody just to let a person know I'm with that. And I think that's what people fail to realize, you know what I'm saying, in this world. And that, you know what I'm saying, is what separates me, you know what I'm saying, and maybe other people in the world who are separated from the traditional people that go around making ops, making enemies by the things that they say and the things that they do. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't mess around. I'm not violent. I don't carry guns. You're never gonna have to worry about me saying, you know, F them females. You know what I'm saying? You're never gonna have to worry about me discrediting or saying I got ops and running around making, you know what I'm saying, songs or speaking speeches about me carrying guns and shooting people. No, because those type of words have power and they will double back on you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, people don't be mindful these days. It is a very unseen world that operates very differently with a different set of rules than the one we see every day. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't really know that female rapper Tan, the guy from Oakland, but let me tell you something. What I do know is the lyrics and the things that you rapped about and the lack of knowledge and feeling inferior. Just from what I seen, you posted this event way ahead of time, not realizing or being mindful of the songs and the lyrics that you make and how it is somebody out there that see you coming up in the world of being successful and they didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And you met your fate without knowing you was going to meet your fate because you thought it was going to be an event where everybody was going to come out and support you. Nah. You know what I'm saying? And that's just from what I seen on her page. I can't speak about nothing else in the background or nothing like that because I don't know this woman. But what I do know as facts is that when you become successful or you reach a level of status in the world against people that have been trying to reach that status for so long in their life, it's better to be positive and teach them how to get there too, instead of making it seem like you got some hate or some negativity towards everybody who can't get on your level. Because what that does is create ops, creates people who don't like you. Because now you think you better than them when you done came from the same background, same scenario as them. It's ways to operate. It's things to be smart about. You know what I'm saying? For instance, I understand that when you become at a level of success, you just automatically want people to assume that, you know what I'm saying, you're doing something positive with the world and they should be happy for you. That's wrong. But you don't create ops by thinking they don't like you. Just understand and know, listen, they are upset within themselves because you are at a place that they are trying to get to, and they're trying to figure out why you got there first. So, for instance, Nipsey, you should have had security due to your background, past, and you being a rolling 60s Crip. You should have had security. You shouldn't have been lacking at all. You know what I'm saying? Just to catch the places where you may have been blind at, because in your mind you're thinking, oh, okay, I'm successful, I'm doing good, I'm trying to show people a different way. But you're not realizing that some people are still trying to catch up in life and you have surpassed them and they don't like it. So your security could have been watching that. Tan the God, it's Oakland, California, baby. If you from anywhere, Sac, the Valley, the Bay, you already know what's up with Oakland. You're successful and you made it out of a city that's like Sac, crabs in a bucket. Everybody is trying to reach the destination and the goal. And due to whatever past you may have, due to whatever things you may have done in your past, you have now exceeded where people have been trying to get to their whole life. And I get where you're coming from. You want to, give back to your city. I get it, but be smart. You should have went with security. You should have went with some people, you know what I'm saying, that could have watched your back. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, there is no more, you know what I'm saying, person that could help motivate other young ladies to want to be successful and grow too. You know what I'm saying? And I caught some of your songs and your lyrics today, and it's kind of like, listen, you got to understand that one major big rule for the people in my culture: stop dissing the dead. Listen, I'm not going to tell y'all again. Stop dissing the dead. That comes with serious consequences. I don't care how inferior you think you are, how invisible you may think you become. I don't care how good you may think you doing in life. Dissing the dead is a bad idea. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Do not do that. For real. Because in the world unseen, it's creating havoc and it's creating a lot of problems. And you may meet your fate sooner than you think, because of the simple fact that you think it's okay to walk around doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how successful you become. I don't care how much you have elevated in your life. It's gonna be someone that's mad at themselves because they can't elevate where you are. But if you are positive and all you want to do is teach them the game so that they can elevate too, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I understand who I am. I know who I am, and I know how I've been moving my whole life out here in this city. You know what I'm saying? I've done nothing but try to spread as much as love and positivity as I could. I was the humble one. We chilling, we kicking it. I don't think I'm better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here trying to stunt on nobody. If anything I've ever did to, you know what I'm saying, make my appearance look good, it was solely because I wanted to. I don't come around flossing my chains and all that. If I got gold jewelry on, you'll hear somebody say, oh, that look nice. Yeah, because I'm not stunting for you. I'm not stunting to look good to nobody. I'm you know what I'm saying, looking good for myself. And I think that's the difference between some people. I'm not just going to say myself, but I can only relate from my experience, because everybody may not feel or, you know what I'm saying, have the same intentions as me. So I got to identify from what I've learned in my life. You know what I'm saying? But when you are that type of person, it'll really have a person thinking like, dang, I really got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe I just don't like this person because of the growth I haven't done in myself. She ain't did nothing to me. She ain't did nothing but be cool and be supportive. You know what I'm saying? And tell me good things about myself. So why am I jealous and mad? You know what I'm saying? And she be trying to pass the game on too. But I'm so blind in my mind that I don't want to learn from somebody that I'm trying to surpass or beat. Because I got it all. You know what I'm saying? And that's what separates some people from the other people of the world. Listen, I stay up to date as far as making my phone be like catching me up on certain things. You know what I'm saying? So I could actually see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope that people start to understand that it's never you not liking somebody. It's never people not liking you. It's what they don't like in themselves. And if you have the knowledge to just move smart and be mindful of what you say out your mouth, and don't be out here dissing nobody or thinking you better than nobody because you reached a level of success, you'll be all right. You got to understand, people are looking at you as the person that once was them. So because you reached a level of success that they haven't got to yet, now you think you better? That creates enemies. That creates people who don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Remain humble. Be chill. Be cool. Uplift other people. You know what I'm saying? Help them get to the bag too. And if they're not willing to see life your way, as far as not even really seeing it my way, but truth. If they don't want to see the truth, then it's your place to just back up and leave them alone. And your energy will talk for you. Not necessarily you talking to them, because people have a way with words, and they have a way of feeling a certain type of way when somebody's trying to tell them something. So if they're blind to the truth, let your energy speak. Walk away and let your energy speak. You know what I'm saying? And that will give them the revelation that they need. It probably won't be something that they admit to you, because people got high pride, and that's okay. But at least you did it smart. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry about watching over your shoulder, watching who don't like you, moving out of your city and state because you got enemies, because you took that pain and you reflected it back onto someone else. Instead of understanding the only reason why they don't like you or they feel some type of way about you is not because of you. It is because of them and how they have not taken the necessary steps to grow. And you have. You know what I'm saying? It's all about knowledge. It's all about just being smart. I don't have no intimidation of walking around this city, because I have not intentionally hurt anyone. I have not intentionally put anybody down. I have not intentionally stepped on nobody's toes. I have not intentionally had any beef or any issues with anybody. Period. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, if you want to be mad at me, you want to show anger and aggression towards me, that's fine. I'm going to take my energy back and I'm going to let you deal with that on your own. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna reflect my aggression and my anger back to you because I feel like you don't like me. That's the wrong way to do it. And that's why it creates so many gunfights and animosity. But listen, when you think like that and people go out into this world and kill people for no reason, it's some people maybe in their family or some people who really rock with them that's really with it all, and now they mad. And now you got to watch over your shoulder your whole entire life because you never know who's out to get you. Listen, I do not want to have to live my life like that. I don't live my life like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no jealousy or animosity towards nobody. If you are advancing in life faster than me, that's fine. I love you. I'm happy for you. We didn't came out the mud. We didn't came out the goddamn trenches, man. I am happy for you. I'm going to promote. I'm going to support. I'm going to be there for you because I'm happy that you have grown and made something out of this city that was once crabs in a bucket. Everybody was sitting in the same, you know what I'm saying, area, trying to figure out a way. Everybody's time is not going to be on the same time because your friend may be, you know what I'm saying, advancing and getting somewhere in their career. Everybody can't go at the same time. Just wait on your moment and focus on you and keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I've been raised in this city my whole entire life. And when you are struggling for that number one spot, and you trying to get out of poverty, and you trying to make something of yourself, it creates a lot of animosity. It creates a lot of anger, because everybody is trying to figure out the roadmap to get there. You know what I'm saying? And because their hatred and dislike for themselves, and they feel like somebody's in their way, they will reflect that onto somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that person will reflect it back. And then whoever they got on their side now don't like them. And it causes a whole situation. It's crazy. It's beyond me. You know what I'm saying? And I think once people start to understand that it doesn't have to be, you know what I'm saying, killings. It doesn't have to be acts of violence. It doesn't have to be, you know what I'm saying, people using substances or using anything that makes them feel good, from money to sex and whatever, to avoid the truth. The truth is what will help people heal and grow, and it won't be no animosity, or it won't be no anger issues or no jealousy or envy, because the truth is going to speak over any and everybody. The truth goes above whatever anybody says. So it's no, oh, I don't like them because they told me about myself. Oh, I don't like them because they got this and I got, listen, the truth don't got nothing to do with nobody. The truth is the truth, and it's above everybody else, and it's the truth. But if you're not ready to hear the truth, and you're okay and cool in your position of where you at in life, and you're gonna go against anybody that trying to change the direction you've been living for a long time because it's comfortable, as the person who may be speaking the truth, it is now your turn to completely back off. Because you are only going to create a situation where it feels like two people are going at each other, when really that's not the case. I love you, I'm here for you, and I'm just trying to help you grow. And the only way to grow is to hear the truth. Because some of us has been led in such a way where it's really crumbling us. And even though it may not look like that on the surface, we're moving nowhere fast. We have as much as, you know what I'm saying, good times as we have stress. Like, in the mind be going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I think people just fail to realize that one way or another, the truth will prevail. And if you don't want to hear a person, you know what I'm saying, speaking some truth to you because they love you and care about you, because your mind is blocked and you can't look at it that way, your life and the actions and the things said and the people closest to you will start to reflect a picture of your karma and where you need to shape up. And it's not just for one person, it's for everyone. I've went through my own experience of where I had to shape up. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like it because I wanted to just stay the old Deidre. You know what I'm saying? It started to get too uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? People were just targeting me and messing with me and picking on me, and I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? But the best thing I learned from that is that you had to shape up. That wasn't related to nobody and what they gotta say. It's related to the universe and how you live in your life. You need to shape up, because if you don't shape up, you're gonna get these results, period. And everybody's journey and what they need to shape up in is different. So you can't identify it with someone else. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But once I started to become uncomfortable, I started to become hella comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm at peace in my mind because I'm not, you know what I'm saying, allowing certain things and people and actions to come in and try to disturb my peace of mind. And once you get a peace of mind, you was not going to let anybody disturb it under no circumstances, especially if the truth is the truth. And the only way people feel like the truth is not the truth is only due to their lack of knowledge. So when I speak to people on these videos about my experience, it's only to inform y'all of the knowledge that I have received and why I did something differently than what I chose to keep doing. You know what I'm saying? I had to do a major shape up, and I did with a design. You feel me? And listen, the peace of mind I have is great. It will not be disturbed. You know what I'm saying? Regular situations in life I can handle. because most of them I done been through already, and I done handled them. Now, the only way to get further and get ahead is by getting knowledge about what you did wrong and try to fix it and do it differently, and you'll get different results. Don't handle it the same. You've been handling it like that your whole life, and you've got the same results. Change it up a little bit. Learn from your mistakes and prove to go ahead. Most people don't learn from their mistakes. They just shrug it off. Oh, okay, that didn't work out. All right, boom. And then they go out and do the same thing over again and get the same results. And every time, all it's doing is activating your emotions. You're only getting emotional to something that you already knew was going to happen because you refuse to change the way you react to it. And you keep acting the same way every time it happens. But you getting mad? How? Listen. Stop doing that. Because that's creating a disturbance in your mind. That is why your mind is not at peace. And that is why you get upset at others. That is why you quick to blow some steam. That's why you have anger issues. That's why you be tripping, because you fail to make the necessary changes. You think that the reaction you got from doing something that you've been doing the same thing over and over again is you have like kind of settled in your mind is whatever. I'm gonna just keep doing it the same way. I don't care what they talking about. And that creates the same problems over and over again. But right now it's crucial in this day and age where, listen, karma is going to speak. Because the reason why I don't care what nobody say, and the reason why I don't listen to what nobody say, is because I have the knowledge enough to look at the things I was doing wrong in my life and shape up, as well as understanding that the truth is the truth. No one or no human being in the world can defeat the truth. I don't care who you think you are. I don't even give a damn if you're the damn president. The truth is the truth. And if you do anything opposite of the truth, it'll only be a matter of time before that karma catches up to you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. I don't care what position of power you hold. That is the standard operating rules of the world. And if you don't get it or understand it, listen, that's not my business. It's not my business. But I know and understand that I don't want certain karma and I don't want certain things to happen in my life. So with certain things, I do not do. Period, point blank. I don't need to inflict fear in nobody. I don't need people to be scared of me. I don't need people to be envious and jealous of me. You know what I'm saying? So when I feel like that's the type of conversation or the type of situation we having, I am just going to back out of it. Because I don't want to create unnecessary enemies, because I took what they said to me personal and I reacted back out in rage. So now I have an enemy who just don't like me. And if that rage consumes me and I go out in the world and I see them or anybody that associate with them and I want to fight or take them out, now I have to deal with everybody else behind them. Listen, it is a world unseen that we know nothing about, but you have to learn the basics of it and understand that the truth is the truth and handle your emotions. Period, point blank. That's all it is. And you won't have a whole mental prison in your head. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I didn't actually stepped on the prison grounds. So I know what goes on in the rules that's in there. So can't nobody tell me nothing. But what I will say is that a lot of people are living in prison in their brain. And the only difference between the two is you got free will. That's it. That's it. But it's still the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully I could just help people understand that your mind is a terrible thing to waste. And it's facts and it's the truth. And if you don't get a hold of it, it will get a hold of you. You know what I'm saying? And you will be on the surface level feeling like everything is going right. But on a mental note, you're seeing things and things are happening that you understand is related to the things that you refuse to change or look at. Never forget. Never forget. The truth is the truth. Stop walking around, you know what I'm saying, taking your pain and reflecting it on others. And you feel me, saying you got ops and people who don't like you and all that. Listen, just separate yourself from that, because When you reflect your emotions back to feeling not valuable inside yourself and feeling like people don't like you and making you feel less than, you reflect that anger back to the other person. And now you will have an enemy. You know what I'm saying? When you could just step away. If you know who you are and you're confident in who you are, whether you're successful, whether you have a small business, whether you mentally stable, whatever, subtract your energy away from that. Because I think it's very sad to have to look over your shoulder your whole life instead of motivating people so we all can become one. There is no difference when we die. We all bleed the same. We all will be in a cemetery. So what makes me any different from the next person? It's what you say. It's how you act in the world. Be humble. Be cool. Hustle and motivate. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, a legend gone too soon. Only just because he just felt like he was doing something so positive he didn't need no security. And a person that was having a bad day that day decided, oh, you think you all that? Cool. You just should have had security. That's all. Or somebody monitoring the blind spots where you couldn't look. You know what I'm saying? And they would have caught that. You know what I'm saying? It's all about just being smart. And loving yourself and valuing yourself and being mindful of the things that you say, because the world unseen is very more deadly and serious than what people think or believe. And they play by a whole different set of rules. Stop dissing the dead. Like, for real, it comes with consequences. Stop thinking you inferior and can't nothing happen to you, because it can. Man, you don't know what it is. I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, because life is real. No matter where you live at in your head, life is real.